Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Tyranny. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that it chose to join me today as we talk to Kate is up here and over here, I guess. And last episode he gave us his sword because he loves us so much. Actually, because I kind of demanded it of him, and he's a loyal soldier, so I like him. Also, hopefully I will like his sword, but we don't know yet what kind of sword it is, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's answer his question. He asked what we were doing here. I'm going to say, Ash has sent me to assist with your efforts to solidify our hold in the Stone Sea. So, you do come with a purpose, says Radix. The Iron Guard turns the crushing weight of his attention on you, one strengthened by both magic and the austerity of his resolve. After a moment, the severity of his scrutiny slowly crumbles, and he nods as if to an unspoken decision. I'd be a fool to turn down the aid of a Fatebinder, especially one so renowned. I will accept any assistance I can acquire in uniting my Earthshakers at Howling Rock and defending the fort they have erected around Cairn's remains. Let's see what happened here. Once a fertile swath of farmland, Howling Rock, as the Stone Stalkers took to calling it, is now a precipitous stretch of craggy peaks and bluffs that roil in the cries of a slowly dying Archon. Yeah. What the commander is trying to say, says Cadis, is we're beholden to have you. Cadis grunts, shooting his brother a pointed look. Getting to Howling Rock's the easy part, only it hasn't been that easy. We've been waylaid with chorus forces and beasts that'll rend you limb to limb sooner than you can blink. They're bloodthirsty sons of curs, mark my words. Yeah, well, I fear neither the man nor beast. I'll cut us a path to Howling Rock, regardless of who stands in my way. That's what I like to hear, sir. Deftly he draws his sword, and, well, he doesn't have a sword anymore, but he crouches and crave a basic map into the silt-covered ground. Fastest route through is through the Stone Down Gorge. Of course, the area is swarming with chorus and beasts alike. So, the territory of Stone Down is a dangerous gorge, recently reclaimed by the Stone Stalkers following the Edict of Stone's casting. Okay. Carve us a path and we'll follow close on your heel. He tips his head to you in good luck. Get us there in one piece, and I'll name my broadsword in your honor. Well, we kind of went over that before, didn't we? Well, we'll slay enough of them to have an armory named after us before long, says Barrick. I suppose I could stand for a few more swords named Barrick out in circulation. Do you have too many swords, Barrick, named after you? I need to see to some preparations first. No, wait. I'm gonna ask that. Yeah. Well, they have indeed named their swords after me. The cohort that followed me across Apex and Stalwart took a liking to how I handled myself in battle. I'm big enough that I can have broadswords others found unwieldy. They added weights to their training sticks to toughen up and started naming their assigned blades after me. He looks suddenly crestfallen, though I imagine most of those blades were lost or destroyed in the Edict of Storms. I left too many friends and too much of myself in the ruins of the old Stalwart. Yeah, I need to see some preparations first, though. Understood, sir. We unlocked a new location. Good. Understood, sir. We'll prep the heading out and wait your readiness. Cadis pounds a fist on his chest in farewell. Holler if you need us, but don't count on me and my shields to save your ass. Our duty is to protect the Shakers, so we will be trailing your ways behind. Fatebinder, should you arrive before us, says Radix, which I almost assured that you will, you'll need this code, the Sigil of Cairn's forgotten name, to gain entry into the compound. Pay attention, for it is quite an intricate sigil. The master of the Earthshaker Guild calmly demonstrates the sigil by twisting and drawing his fingers through the air. Though it appears to any witness to be the motion of a spell, he lends no magic to the mark, deceptively using it as a coded communication instead. Show it to the guards and they will know that you are one of us. Let's practice the sigil first. He tilts his head, impressed. That is good. Adjust this finger like so on the down curve? Yes, precisely. You'll live up to your reputation, Fatebinder. Okay. So what exactly are these parts, and how are they dangerous? The Stone Stalkers call this place Jackmaw Shrine on account of all of the crystal formation. If the beastmen don't kill you, the constant shakes and steep drop-offs damn well will. Come now, the quakes are of little consequence to an Earthshaker, baby brother. It's the foul beasts we must contend most with, and why you are here. Well, do the beastmen consider this place to be a sort of shrine? Something about big elder teeth and dead ancestors have made it sacred ground to them. Shit if I know, or care. The Shakers say it's a place with concentrated magic, and that's about as far as I understand it. Well, ask him about military stratagem, and he'll light up like a spark of sulfur. But when it comes to alchemy and arcane, his understanding is fundamental at best. The sizable protrusions of Azurelith exude a temporal resonance on par with geoentropic elucidation of the purest regularity, so as one could imagine, the area is of particular value in the study of Earth Arcanum, and is likely as well appearing to those creatures who hold some attunement to the land. Right, of course. I don't know. I don't have lore enough for that. Although probably that would be ground or earth control or something. But since I have that disabled, I will not be able to see what lines I could give if I had different skills. Because, well, I said this at I think at the very first episode. I said this. But that's because I want you guys to play through the game and not basically just get everything spoiled in my Let's Play. And if you have played through the game, I do recommend that if you're playing by yourself, that you have that option enabled so you can see all the lines and prepare for a future playthrough. Although if you don't find that fun, I guess you can play as I do. But this is of course for YouTube's purpose of just not having those lines. But that line right there clearly was meant to be answered with something different. Awesome RPGs. Anyway, not getting along with the locals, are we? Which ones? Who's saying that's Radix. Which ones? The starving simpletons of Halfgate who meow their grievances against us to the chorus? Or the beasts who nightly crawl the cliff sides seeking to flay us alive? Why is the beast tribe on the Stone Sea trying to kill you? Did you know they first welcomed my Earth Shakers into these lands? They do tend to hate the disfavored though, don't they, baby brother? Damn right they do. But rather than agitated, his voice sounds mirthful from behind his mask, cocky yet easygoing. Oh, we put fear of ash in them. The Iron Guard presses two fingers to his temple, suppressing a sigh. Regardless of the means, the beasts have commenced attacking us, Earthshaker and Soldier akin. We had hoped to draw on our common ground as mages of the land, but after first accepting us, they savagely accused us as trespassers and stealers of some nonsensical substance they call Elder Teeth. Oh. I suppose that would be these things, wouldn't it? What grievances do the people of Halfgate have against the Earthshakers? At times, the Earth remits me vibrations of their murmurings. The Cretans unilaterally blame us for the region's continued seismic activities, though they are not entirely wrong. Oh, really? Okay, can I ask you the other thing? What exactly are Elder Teeth? It's what the Beastmen called Azurelith. They call them such because of their teeth-like formations, and the elders in their tribes use them. He shrugs at their odd reasoning. We know that they have mystical properties such as amplification of magic, and we are still studying their uses. Karen himself was fascinated by them. Really? Tell me exactly about the crystal Azurelith formation in the region. The locals call them Elder Teeth. We have been researching their properties, which seem to amplify magic somehow. Karen was very impressed in them, and sought to better understand them before his untimely demise, not ultimately, untimely demise. He looks off in the distance as though hoping to catch a glimpse of his master. Yeah, okay. What are you and your squad doing stationed in the middle of the Stone Sea? Well, we're weeks in the escort op of fire and damnation. I'd say I got the details as punishment, but the general claims he chose me on account of this jerk being my kin. He thinks Radix will listen to me when I tell him he's about to step off a cliff. As if that would happen. He waves a dismissive hand. My brother is a dreamer, though his fantasies are often insipid and ill-advised. We are en route to Howling Rock to bolster our fort, and the Earthstalkers protecting Cairn's remains. On account of you, I'm skinning Beastmen and digging rock spurs from my boots instead of sacking Stalwart. Katie's levels at the Iron Guard. If I was going to dream for anything, it would be about leaving this wretched shithole realm behind. Cairn? Yeah, Cairn. We kind of know about him. Wasn't he the guy that betrayed everybody? As tall as the hills, Cairn is the Archon of Stone. That's an interesting Archon. Master of Earth and Soil's destroyer of mountains and cities, Cairn is the reluctant leader of the Earthshaker Guild, though he is less their teacher and more the object of their study. Yeah, we read about this. The massive Archon is sworn to Graven Ash and provides arcane support to the disfavored war. Did he die? Isn't that the Archon who rebelled against Kairos? That's right. Fatebinder Kallio cast the Edict of Stone in 430 in order to kill him. Precisely, yes. During our primary campaign to conquer Azure, Cairn broke completely from Ash's command, and shortly thereafter, Fatebinder Callio cast the edict of his execution. The Iron Guard widens and resettles his stance, arms clasped stiffly behind his back. While I devoted myself as Cairn's apprentice for many years, rest assured that as the inheritor of the Earthshakers Guild, I remain steadfast in my service to the disfavored. Karaz's demands for loyalty is absolute. This I understand well. The Iron Guard taps the heel of his boot against the ground, annoyed, causing the pebbles to quake and jump in the near distance around him. That's pretty badass, actually. What I can neither understand nor forgive is why he would choose such filthy savages over his own disciples. By savages, you mean the Beastmen? Quite assuredly. For Cairn to risk the entire guild on account of such primitive beasts, it is wholly contemptible. Not only did he bring ruin on himself, but he very nearly rained the same on us. And he is not at all full of himself, Katie's laughs, good-naturedly. If mages demonstrated more modesty and attention to their tasks, the army might be less severe in doubting their worth. Titles and honorifics are earned, not simply spun up out of a storm of bravado. Well, you're both an Earthshaker and an Iron Guard. How did that come to pass? It was not by choice, I can assure you. I merely desired to study under Cairn's tutelage, but after we pledged our allegiance to Ash, the position was more or less forced upon me. He looks down for a moment before catching himself slumping. Not that I could resent a position bestowed upon me by the general himself, though I am not one for rank and file as Cairn's protege. Clearly I was the ideal selection. To be an Iron Guard, says Barrick, is to be recognized by Ash personally. Yeah, that's right, that's right. The Archon of War loves his soldiers to a woman, but he only grants his favor to... to those who distinguish themselves. There is no greater honor. Okay, let's talk about another matter. The Earthshakers are the arcane arm of Ash's military, correct? As an astute observation, says Radix. Our guild has devoted ourselves to the study of Earth Arcanum, and as such were the disciples of Cairn before his unfortunate end. As his prime and closet pupil, it has befallen to me to inherit Cairn's legacy. He sweeps a brief, stiff salute. I am Radix Ironcore, over the mountains, Iron Guard to Ash, and second master of the Earthshakers. No, that's okay. We've assembled a base of operations surrounding Cairn's remains yet? Obviously, securing Cairn was our first priority. You think we'd let these savages, or worse, the Cores, get their hands on him? Yeah, what can you tell me about Cairn's demise? Only that I've heard he's not dead yet, and I mean that. You can hear him at night, shuddering and moaning like the wind through the mountains. Yeah, we read basically conflicting notions about that he was dead and that he wasn't. But anyway, he shifts and resettles the weight of his heavy suit. The Shakers could tell you best why they've been treating him, keeping him alive. It's experimental, not restorative. I assure you, as I've already assured Ash, it's for examination and learning purposes only. There is yet much knowledge and power to be gleaned from our forebearer. I know we can't do anything to save him, says Siren, but what you're doing is reprehensible. Put him out of his misery. Stop this meaningless torture. And lose the lifespan of advancement? Don't be absurd. Radix taps the heel of his boot against the ground, annoyed. Cairn himself would have wished this for us. Were he able, of course. I suppose that's true. But more importantly, he is different. He's not a person at this point. He's a god, more or less. So the things that apply to humans don't necessarily apply to gods. And also, there's another thing. He is a traitor as well. So, you know, just use him up. Use him up! Why do you think Cairn betrayed his orders? The disfavored officer scrubs a hand over the nape of his neck, hesitant to answer. Why would anyone? He shrugs. The world's full of vice and vices to tempt a soldier. Booze, brothels, betting. I figure Earth magic must be a damn mire of drug to tempt on Archon from duty. Guess they aren't so inhuman after all. Well, I don't know. You two are related? That's right, sir. We're brother born, if not bred. He slaps Radix heartily on the back, the iron underside of his gauntlet resounding like the clang of a funeral bell. We share a mother, much to Radix's regret. My brother, impetuous as he is, likes to rely on brawn and chance as he marches through life. I, however, being elder, of higher intellect and fortuitous enough to have inherited the call of the land. He says that, but I'll be the one keeping his head from getting lopped off when we're attacked next. If these two get any more sentimental, says Verse, I'm just going to push their faces together as hard as I possibly can. Yeah, I will let you do that. You were raised apart from one another? Well, it's not like he was sent away. On account of him being 12 years older and annoyingly apt with magic, oh, that's Cadis talking. He left for Tortellus to study under Cairn. Cadis smacks his brother heartily on the back again. Can't say I missed him much. You ever been buried alive, sir? Oh, what the hell's going on? Radix, please. What the? Okay, that was Radix being crazy. How long ago? I do remember. Mother was quite proud. Not of that incident. She was unreasonably furious even though I left you an air hole. He taps the toe of his boot on the ground. Thoughts likely as tremorous as the earth around him. It was a great honor to study under an Archon. I'm sure it was. So you have separate fathers, huh? Who were they? Don't know, the lieutenant shrugs. But it doesn't rightly matter, does it? If it were just our father, this one could have been rid of me. But you can't deny the lineage of the womb, not a woman's inheritance, even if I did choose the front line over Radix's stodgy guild. That's right. For better or worse, we're indisputably bound by blood, though you wouldn't know if it as Cadis exhibits only the most minuscule of mother's traits. Tortellus, that's in the north, right? Obviously. Despite my master's increasingly irrational inclinations in his age, Cairn was a northerner, same as you and I. The Iron Guard settles his stance, peering silently towards the horizon for a moment before he continues to speak. Tortellus is the longest continental mountain range in the Northern Empire. Naturally, it was upon the highest peak that Cairn established the Earthshakers Guild, and where I painstakingly accumulated... Really? Oh, that's like acumen. Oh, I see. I didn't know this was a word. Awesome. The potential of my abilities. So what was he like, studying under him? Excruciatingly hard was, yet edifying. Do you want me to claim he was like a doting father? I cannot. He was ruthless in when he needed to be, and, above all, brilliant. He was an Archon, says Siren, and a powerful one at that. If you want access to those heights of power, you have to be dedicated. If you aren't willing to train, you aren't worthy to wield that power. Yep, I suppose not. Anyway, see you later, guys, and I have a new quest. Chorus Disposal. Okay, let's see what we have over here. Aged planks of wood and withered rope are the only things keeping travelers alive while crossing the great chasms of the Stone Sea. Let's go this way first, because there might be tricky things over here. There might secret things.
No, sorry, I can't.
Okay, I completed the quest. There's no secret things, not tricky. I said tricky, but it's not what I meant to say. We also have things over here, and the earth shakes all over the place. Damn it. I need to save the game, and it's not Q, it's not Baldur's Gate. In Baldur's Gate, you press Q to save, that's why I sometimes zoom in for no reason whatsoever. And I don't think I need to talk to them again. Let's take all that, thank you very much. I don't think I need to talk to them again to continue to the next place. These guys are not gonna say anything, are they? Got a couple of Iron Walkers. Okay, let's go. So our objective is gonna be to go... Ooh. Man, the hiccups today. The hiccups today. So Halfgate, an otherwise unremarkable pit stop that marked the eastern border of the Great Stone Plains. Due to the Stone Sea's great quakes, the village of Plainsgate, which now Halfgate, was bisected, half of its buildings falling deep into the cavern below. From that point forward, it was known as Halfgate. 11 hours to reach it, and we're gonna reach... Oh, it's the middle of the night. Oh, there's no custom map, or no custom loading screen. So this means that this is probably Halfgate. Could be. Things are really, really bad in this place. Everything is shaking.
Sorry, I can't.
You can. Just shut up.
Can't do that.
That really shouldn't be there. That really shouldn't be there. I'm against that. So who do we have here? These are yeah, of course these are Scarlet Cores. I don't really care for them. I don't really care. I mean, I'm their superior. They should bow to me. Well, yo. Oh, no, lo, not yo. Well, lo and pissing behold, says Janny, the Reaver. Look, who's here? The great Fightbinder of Tunon. Come and greet his excellency, she says. Would you have us bow and worship like dogs at your feet? She runs her finger over a ragged blade. Or do we settle this with a bit of fun? I have only just arrived, and you already test my patience. Well, shit. I think I've gone and upset the meowling cankerwit. No, don't hurt me. Fatefinder, I'm trembling. Can you believe this one? Strutting about like this town is already ours. Isn't already ours? There's only the question of what to do about you. A slice down your face, mayhaps, or a dagger betwixt your shoulders as you walk away. I'm partial to either. Yeah, today's a fine day to wash the streets with Cora's blood. The soldier pales and grips for the hilt of her blade, but hesitates to draw it. As joke's a joke, hey? We were just having a bit of a row. No need to be so eager to die. Right? Do we need to get all worked up over here? After a moment of uncertainty, she breaks into a full-on retreat while shouting into the air, "Quickly, misery! The Fate Binder is coming through!" Yeah, I'm gonna try to remember her. Okay, so they're asking for reinforcements, or what's going on? This guy didn't talk to me. Tails between their legs. Now that is a refreshing sight. Who the hell are you? Seriously, who is he? Stone Sea villagers. Oh. That's interesting.
On it.
So these guys, basically, they're sufferers for no reason whatsoever. They didn't actually... there's nothing that they did wrong. The Edict of Stone happened because their enemy betrayed their enemy, and basically they got caught in the crossfire, as far as I can tell. So let's have a chat with Alaros. Let's see if we can befriend them and be good to them or something. What's your step, Fate Binder? The Stone Sea's rather steep drop from the Half-Gate's edge. I wouldn't want you to sleep off now. What can a poor trader do for you? Man, this place sure has been wrecked, huh? Yeah, and by a Fate Binder like you, no less. No offense to you, of course. You're good justice. But if I ever get my sights on who did this, I'll give him a ripe piece of my mind. The city's lost everything to the Edict. Her homes, her power, her people, I mean. Even her name. You can't imagine what it was like to watch her quake and burn. Now that the city's death slide has settled, we only have to deal with the occasional rumbling. The tremors have come and gone like sweeping summer storms. Most blame the disfavored. The Earthshakers are no help at all. Scarlet Chorus at least want to resolve the problem. Oh yeah, I heard about this. What? I can't tell anything about the disfavored. I hear the folks of Halfgate feel the disfavored are causing the problems, though. Yeah, haven't you come to help then? Those meddling... Oh, I was gonna say meowling. Those meddling Earthshakers are protecting Cairn, but for the life of me, I couldn't tell you why. Maybe they like the trembling he causes every time he rattles and moans. But how are we to rebuild so long as the Archon leaves? Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, actually. So I'm gonna need to stop the Earthshakers, or at least kill Cairn, in order to complete or resolve this edict. Huh. Because I need to do that anyway, so I think things are falling into place. I'm really gonna try and befriend these guys as much as possible. So Halfgate's townfolk sympathize with the Scarlet Chorus, is that so? Well, we don't like them, but we don't hate them either. I mean, they've got a plan to stop the Earth's trembling, so they say. Kill Cairn, kill the Quakes. Once the land's at rest, we can rebuild and farm again. Have anything noteworthy in stock? Well, I'm afraid not. I'm plumb out. Well, everything. A bit of gambling's all I got at the moment. If you're in the market? No, I'm not. Apparently not. Okay, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
I can't.
But shut up about you can't. So, where can we go? We can... Oh, they really disappeared. We got a settler over there. Apparently very afraid of these things. And over here we have these dangling ropes served as a last desperate attempt to keep homes together following the collapse. The aftershocks proved to be too much for the makeshift supports. Yeah, and it kind of fell all in there, I would think. It's the middle of the night, though, so how can I pass the time? I can camp, but I don't want to camp. Oh, wait a minute, we are fighting already. Damn it! Oh, man. Why these guys? Why? Okay, so I'm gonna need you. Yeah, you guys attack that. That's gonna be fine. What are you doing over there? You do this. You're gonna do that right there. As long as she doesn't take wounds, we shall be okay. She can disengage whenever she feels like. I am gonna get just attack that. I think we'll be fine. You're gonna do that. You're gonna do that over there. You're gonna do fire over here. Actually, I can do double fire. Do that. It's a little bit of a waste, but using that skill. Wait a minute, what the hell is going on over here? What? They're not... Oh, they're down there. That's right. That's why they're not attacking. Okay. There it is. There it is. She got dazed. Do you notice that? She had a little spinny thing on top of her head when we did that. So... Oh. So... There's something going on over here. But I think I'm gonna leave that for the next episode. Let's check what we have over here. A home lays flattened by the quake that shattered halfway. The majority of the structures here stood no chance against the strength of the tremors. Yeah, I kind of thought they wouldn't. Let's go into sneak mode.
Cautiously.
So I don't... Oh, yeah, because we can't go down there. Jeez! Okay. Well, with that, I think we're out of time for the day. So I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Tyranny. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead, leave a comment, like the video. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.